Will now be recorded.
Now, so in the previous session, we have discussed about data loader tool, and we have discussed what exactly the data loader tool and what it indicates, and how it works, and what kind of operations that we need, what kind of operations that we can perform through data loader tool, and how this tool is different from the data import wizard, and what are the advantages that we have in this data loader tool we have discussed in the previous session, and how can we install this tool into our local device, and what kind of prerequisite softwares we need to configure in our local device before using data loader tool. And once the tool has been installed, then how can we log into the data loader tool by using password authentication? And upon login to the data loader tool, how can we use security token and what is the navigation to follow to generate the security token we have discussed in the previous session. Yesterday, we have discussed data loader tool installation procedures and configuring GRE and log into the data loader tool also. Now today, we'll see how to perform the operations one by one. So how to use this data loader tool to perform the operations on bulk records, we'll see one by one. Now, let's see. Whenever we are performing the operations through data loader tool will allow us to perform 8 operations. Data loader tool provides the flexibility to perform 8 operations in your Salesforce object records. 8 operations. What are those 8 operations? First one, we can insert the records. Second one, we can update the records. Third one, we can upset the records. Fourth one, we can delete the records. Fifth one, we can undelete the records. And then we have hard delete. We have export. And we have export all. These are the total 8 operations that we can do through with the help of data loader tool. So data loader tool allows us to perform these 8 operations like insert operation, update operation, upset operation, delete operation, undelete, hard delete, export, and export all. These are the total 8 operations that we can do with the help of data loader tool. Now here in this case, how can we perform these 8 operations? We'll see one by one. Now, how to do these operations through data loader tool, we'll see practically one by one with the practical examples. Now, let me start with export operation. How can we export the data from the Salesforce object? We'll see first. Then we'll see export all, and then we'll see the remaining operations one by one with the practical examples. Let's see. Data loader supports to perform the below 8 operations on the object records. First one, insert. Second one, update. Third one, upsert. Upsert means combination of update plus insert. Delete and delete. Hard delete. Export and export all. These are the 8 operations that we can do with the help of this data loader tool. Then how to do these operations, we'll see. Let's go with export operation. How can we do this? So now tell me, what do you mean by export? Exporting the data means what?
Transferring
Exporting
the
the data
data
means what? Transferring the data from where to where? From your local system to Salesforce, or from Salesforce object to local system?
from the local system to the Salesforce org.
No, that is
Salesforce org
inserting,
to
right?
local system.
Right, exactly. So, for example, I'm having my Salesforce org. In my Salesforce org, I have an object. For example, I have an object with the name account. In this account object, I'm having some 500 records are available. It may be n number of records, no problem. I'm not bothered about the records. So I'm having some records available inside this account object. Now, whatever the records are available inside the account object, I would like to collect these records from this particular object through data loader tool. Through with the help of data loader tool, I would like to export all the records. I would like to store those records inside my local system. I'm having my personal PCs available. It may be desktop, it may be laptop. So now I would like to collect all these records. I would like to store inside my local system in the form of a .csv file. So I can able to store this file inside the server so that I can able to maintain as a backup copy. Because tomorrow, if something went wrong for the Salesforce server, if somebody has deleted the records from the object, then I can use this file as a backup copy here. Now that means we need a safe side copy. We need a copy here. Now, so in this case, whenever if you want to get the data from Salesforce subject to your local system, then we are using the help of export operation. So basically, export operation will use to export the data from the Salesforce subject to your local systems. Now, so now in this case, upon exporting the data from the Salesforce object, at a time we can export the data from only one object, not multiple. That already told you in the previous sessions also, data loader can interact with only one object at a time, not multiple. So in this case, through this data loader tool, we can export the data from only one object. So what object data you would like to export, that we can choose depends upon your application requirement. Based on your business need, we can choose what object data you would like to export. Now, so now here in this case, I would like to export the data from my account object. So once the data has been getting exported, this data I would like to store into my local system in the form of a backup copy. That means a CSV file. Because that already we know that data loader purely supporting CSV file formats. No other formats. Okay, no other formats. It's purely supporting CSV file format here. So we can export the data from the Salesforce object. Those records we can store into our local system in the form of CSV file format. Now, this is the functionality of export operation. So here you can raise a question. Sir, for example, I'm having 500 records available inside my object. We have 500 records available inside my object. So whenever we are fetching the data from the Salesforce subject account, then account object contains so many fields. Like we have ID field, name field, rating field, industry field, annual revenue, phone and fax. Like that, so many fields are available. Now, do we have any possibility to select the fields by our own? Like, I don't want all the fields data. I want only certain fields data. I want only ID field values, name values, rating values, industry, annual revenue. That's it. So now in this case, as part of this subject, so we would like to export the data by selecting the required fields. What fields data you would like to export, we can choose the required fields. Depends upon your business requirement, whatever the fields information that you want, we can select those fields and then we can export the data from those fields itself. That is one thing. Second one, whenever we are going to be fetching the data from the object, here you can raise a question. So, do we have any possibility to apply my own user-defined conditions? Like suppose, for example, I want to fetch only those account records whose rating is equals to hot. I want to fetch only those account records, okay, whose industry equals to some finance. Sometimes I want to fetch only those account records whose annual revenue is more than 50 lakhs. Now, so now in this case, as part of this export operation, whenever we are going to be exporting the data, we can apply your own user-defined conditions also. Not only one, multiple conditions also we can apply. Next one more point. Upon exporting the data, we can specify how many number of records you would like to export. Sometimes my object is having some lakhs of records. I don't want all. I want only 100 records. I want only 1000 records. I want only 25 records. Like that, I would like to apply this. So now in this case, then how can we export the data by using this data loader tool? Now let me show you practically here. Let me give that note points. By using export operation, we can export the data from Salesforce subject to the local device in the form of .csv file format. While exporting the data, we can select the required fields to be get exported. Now, we can add one or more user-defined conditions to be used to filter the records. We can add one or more user-defined conditions to be used to filter the records. We can specify the required number of records to be get exported to the local device. We can do all these things. Then how can we do that? Now let me show you practically. Now let's go to the data loader tool right now. I'm going to the data loader tool. Now click on export button. Log into the data loader tool first. I'm giving the password. Let me place a security token. Once a token has been generated, you can use the token for next 90 days. Log into my data loader tool. Now done. Now here, as soon as once you click on this export button, it provides the user interface to select the object name. What object data you would like to export, we can just select that object name. So here it is populating some set of object names by default by Salesforce. Now here you can raise a question, so these are the only objects that we have in Salesforce which can be used to export the data? No, we have so many objects are available. We have so many objects are available, but these are the objects which we have used recently. So these are the recently used objects it is populating right now. So whatever the object data you want to export, if that object name is populating inside this list, then select this object name. Or else, if you want to see all the objects of Salesforce, here we have a small checkbox is available, show all Salesforce objects. So as soon as whenever I'm selecting this checkbox, show all Salesforce subjects, it will populate all the Salesforce subjects information. Whatever the objects are available inside my Salesforce are, including standard, including custom, all the object names will be getting populating over here. Now, so whatever the object that I'm looking for, those object names are already populating inside the list. From there, we can choose that. Now I want to export the data from account object. Now, so once you are selecting the object name, now we can select that exported location here. Exported location. That means what? From this account object, I would like to export the data. The data will be storing where? Inside the local system. In local system, where you want to place? In C drive or in D drive, in E drive, where you want to place. We need to specify the location, and then whenever it is storing the data, it will store the data inside a CSV file. For that file, by default, it is giving the name as extract. Suppose if you want to change that file name, then you can change. Depends upon your application requirement. We can change this file name as well. That flexibility is available. So in this case, just you can click on browse button. Now select the folder here. Now I want to go to my folder for my batch folder, that is batch 404. This is our batch folder. In this folder, I would like to create a separate folder to store all the data loader related extracted files. I'm giving the folder name as data loader extracts. Data loader extracts. Data loader extracts. In this folder, I would like to place this file. That file name should not be simply extract. I would like to give the file name as accounts underscore export.csv. Accounts underscore export.csv. So I would like to collect all these records over here. I want to place inside the CSV file with the name accounts underscore export.csv file. Now click on save button. Click on save button. Now click on next. That means we have selected the target location. Click on next. Now choose that fields. What fields data you would like to export. So in that account object, whatever the fields are available, all the field names are populated over here. Each field name is visible along with a checkbox. Whatever the fields that you want, we can select those corresponding checkboxes here. Suppose if you want to select all the fields, here we are having this button, select all fields. If you want to unselect all the fields, then we can select this option, clear all fields. I'm selecting the option, clear all fields. Now here once the fields has been selected, then automatically it is preparing a query over here. In this particular editor, this is like as a normal text area control. In this text area control, Salesforce is preparing an SQL query. Salesforce is preparing an SQL query. So inside this query editor, Salesforce is preparing an SQL query here. So once the SQL query has been placed, then we can click on finish button. So it will execute the query, it will fetch the data, store it to the specified file in the specified location automatically. Now, so whenever we are exporting the data, if you want to add some user defined conditions, then here we have the place to add the conditions. So here we can select the field name, we can select the operator, we can specify the value, click on the button add condition. So the condition will be adding to your query automatically. I will show you practically now. Now observe this one. Currently this text area control is empty. Whenever I'm selecting the fields, it will start preparing the query. Let's see. I'm selecting account number. See, query has been prepared. Select account number from account. I want to fetch active status also. See, active underscore underscore C column has been added in the query. I want to fetch annual revenue value. C column also added. I want to fetch a billing city, billing country. Now I would like to fetch a billing state. And then I would like to fetch customer priority. I want to fetch ID field, industry field, fax field also. I want to fetch name field value also. I want to fetch ownership also, phone number also, rating also. I want to fetch SLA also. I want to fetch a type field also, website also. So depends upon my requirement, we are selecting these fields. Because I don't want to fetch the unnecessary data, I would like to fetch the data only from some specified fields. So depends upon the requirement. So now I would like to specify that required fields based on my business needs. Now, let's see. Once you are specifying this query, then we can able to add the conditions. How to add the conditions? Now let me show you. Now, select the field name. If you want to fetch only active record, just you can select this active status here. Select this one, active status column here. Active status value should be equals to, yes. Active status value should be equals to, yes. Now, it has to enable this add condition button. but the button is not enabled. So just we can able to erase this one. Now select the column here. That means condition one more time. Active status equals to yes. Now the button is not still enabled here. Let me check it out. That part is not refreshed. I'm selecting this time annual revenue greater than, I'm giving the value some 20 lakhs. See, add button has been enabled here. Add condition. So add condition button has been enabled. So now currently we are having this query like this. As soon as once you click on add condition, condition will be getting added here. Suppose if you want to add one more condition, then we can add. Now this time I'm adding the condition based on the field active status. Active status should be equals to yes. Now I'm adding second condition. So second condition also has been added, where annual revenue greater than 20 lakhs and active status equals to yes. Like that, we can able to add one or more number of conditions also. Now, in some cases, I don't want these conditions. Now click on clear all conditions. So the conditions has been cleared out. So like that, we can specify. Sometimes you can raise a question, sir, I want to fetch only 5 records. Of course, my object may be having more number of records that I don't want. I want only 5 records. In that case, what we can do here? Now, so now in this case, just you can use that condition limit class, limit 5. So just you can specify limit 5. That means this particular condition is going to be restricting to the query. Don't fetch all the records from the object. Please restrict the records to be written maximum of 5 records, not more than that. So like that, we can able to specify the conditions also depends upon your requirement. So now this time I want to export all the records available inside the object. So I'm not adding any conditions. So once you are done, now select the condition, finish button. Select the condition, finish button. Click on finish. Now click on yes button. Click on yes. As soon as once you click on yes button, now it is giving the confirmation your operation has completed. So now there were 14 successful extractions and the 0 errors. That means there are 14 records are available inside the object. All those records has been extracted without any failures. Now click on OK button. Now let's see. Let's go back to your folder. Let's see that. Go to your folder. Now we have selected the normal folder C. I'm moving this file. See, here we can able to see that file. Double click on the file. Now we can see the data. There are 14 records are available inside this file. All the 14 records has been exported. This is account number value here, active status value, annual revenue value, billing city, country, state, customer priority, ID, industry field, fax number, name field, ownership, phone number, rating, SLA, type, and then website. These are the various fields data which we have exported to my local device. This is how we can use that data loader tool, we export the data from the Salesforce object and we can store it to a local system in the form of .csv file formats. Clear up to this concept now? Any difficulty or any questions? Let me know. So that we'll move forward to next operation.
Excuse me,
Yes,
Firoz. Yeah, file extraction, some fields are attached postfixed with underscore underscore C and some are not. So those are
right.
yeah,
Custom
standard
fields.
fields, custom fields.
Those are
Yeah.
custom fields. Custom fields. If it is a
Okay.
standard field, those names will be looking like as normal word. Custom field names are postfixing with underscore underscore C comma.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay, right.
So you mentioned about the wizard export import that application and the data loader. So in real time, what exactly we use the most when we are
Now we
working?
are using data loader. That's what I told you in the yesterday session also. In real time, always we are using data loader tool because data import wizard we are not using. Why? Because is the problem is as part of data import wizard, it won't support all the operations. And that too, it won't support all objects. But data loader will support all objects. Data loader will support all the operations. But import wizard will support only import operation. Insert, update, upsert. That too in four standard objects. Account, contact, lead, solution. No other standard objects. That is a problem. So we don't have any guarantee that every time we are inserting the records in account object, contact object, lead object, solution object. I want to insert some records in opportunity also, campaign also, product also, price book also, other objects also. But data loader won't, the data import wizard won't support. For that one, we are not using import wizard, we are using data loader tool always. Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you. And one more thing, if in the real time when you're working, when we get a job, then will they mention what kind of application we need to use while doing a particular task, or is
No,
that our
no.
choice?
Client won't give any information to you. Just it will give the business requirement. That's it. How you are going to implement your choice. Okay. Client won't indicate you have to use data loader, you have to use import wizard. No, client won't give anything because client don't know all these things, all these technicalities of Salesforce. What are possible through import wizard, what are possible through data loader. Client don't know all these things. They know only business. Then how to implement, what features are available, which one is advanced one, we need to use that as part of implementations in real time. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question.
Right.
Let's say if we want to export the data every day at a particular time, do we
Hmm.
have any option in data loader?
No. In data loader, we don't have any option to okay, schedule it.
Oh,
We can't schedule the data here. If you want to schedule those things here, then we can go with the help of Apex programming. In Apex programming, there is a feature called as schedule programming. Based on that schedule time, we can able to run a job, we can get the data, we can store into the required place variable. That is one thing. Or else we can go with the help of a feature called as okay, third-party tools. Like we are having Informatica Cloud, like that we are having some third-party tools are available. Through those tools also we can schedule some jobs which will run based on the periodical intervals based on outside of the business hours. It will fetch the data, it will store into the respective locations as well. That is also one option.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Now let's see the next operation over here. As of now, we know how can we export the data here. Now let's see how can we export all the records. How to export all the records from the Salesforce subject. Now let me explain over here. Well, what is this export all operation? Now let me explain. So what did you understood with this name export all? Any guess, anyone? What is the use of this export all operation?
All records, export all records.
Already we have exported all records, right? If you are not adding any conditions, then it will export all the records. Then why this export all operation explicitly?
all all objects.
No, data loader can interact with only one object. Any more thing? Any guess?
It exports even the deleted records.
Exactly.
Entire application.
No, deleted records also. Right. Let me explain the concept. For example, I have an account object. In this account object, there are 100 records. Now I'm using export operation. Whenever I'm exporting the data, whatever the records are available, all the records will be getting exported. That means in my object currently there are 100 records are available, all the 100 records will be getting exported. Okay, fine. Later, after a few minutes, I have deleted some 10 records. I have deleted 10 records. Okay, I have deleted 10 records. Now, so in this case, whenever I'm deleting this 10 records, then where this 10 records will go, these 10 records will go into recycle bin. 10 records will go into recycle bin. Now you will be having 90 records present in the object. Now I'm going to be using export operation. Now this export operation returns how many records now? Whatever the records are present inside the object, those 90 records will be getting returned. It won't return deleted records, but now in some cases, I want deleted records also. So that if you want to fetch the data from the object along with the deleted records which are waiting in the recycle bin. Suppose if the records are deleted permanently from recycle bin, we can't get them back. No other alternative. So now if you want to get the records along with the deleted records, then we have to use export all operation, which will fetch 90 records from the object along with the 10 records which are deleted. One total 100 records we can able to fetch it back. So all the records, including deleted records which are waiting in recycle bin as well. Now here in this case, you can raise a question, sir, in this Excel sheet, we are having 90 records from object, 10 records from recycle bin. Then how do we know which 90 records are from object, which record is from recycle bin? How can we differentiate? In that case, Salesforce will maintain a hidden field. In every Salesforce object, Salesforce maintains a hidden field that is called as is deleted. Is deleted is a standard field in Salesforce in every object, including standard, including custom in every object. Salesforce maintains one hidden field that is called as is deleted, which is for Salesforce internal systems reference. This field is a hidden field. It won't be visible on the screen. It won't be visible on the object manager. It will not be visible in schema builder, but this field you can see only by using developer console. So whenever if you want to see the object structure, including deleted records also, the best option is better to go to developer console. Developer console will represent all the fields available inside the object, including hidden fields also. But in Object Manager and in Schema Builder, we can see only those fields which are presenting on the object user interface. So the optional, that means the hidden fields will not be visible in Schema Builder and in Object Manager. So better you can go to the developer console always. Now, is the deleted is a standard field in every object maintaining by Salesforce, which is a checkbox data type field. Which is a checkbox data type field. Now, what this field will do, this field will be holding that value. What value? Checkbox will be holding what? Boolean values. Boolean values. That means true or false. Now, true means what? True means what? What it means by true? True in the sense that means is deleted equals to true means this record is a deleted one. If the record contains is a deleted value as a true, that means this record is a deleted one. That means it is from recycle bin. Suppose if it is holding the value, then this record is not a deleted one. This is from object. Is deleted equals to false means what? This record is not a deleted one. This record is from object. So that here we can differentiate these records. So in order to differentiate these records, which one is a deleted one, which one is not deleted one, we are using this checkbox data type field is deleted. Now, let's see. Now this operation is used to export the records from the Salesforce subject along with the deleted records also, which are waiting inside the recycle bin. We can differentiate the deleted records by using is a deleted field, which is a standard checkbox or data type field available in all Salesforce subjects. Now, if is deleted is equals to true, that means it is a deleted record, which is from recycle bin. If is deleted equals to false, that means it is not a deleted record. That means this is from object. This is the functionality of export all operation. Then how can we do this? Now let's see. Let's go to the data loader tool. Before that, let me go to my Salesforce org. I would like to delete some records. I'm going to my Salesforce org right now. I'm going to my Salesforce org now. Now I'm going to lead object this time. In my lead object, I'm having so many records. I'm deleting some records right now. I'm removing this record beta boxer. Click on delete. So record has been deleted. I'm opening the record David Monaco. I'm deleting this record. I'm using Christian Akin. I'm deleting this record. These are the 3 records I have deleted. When you go to the recycle bin, here we can see these 3 deleted records. So these are the 3 records which I have deleted over here. These are the 3 records which has been deleted. These 3 are lead object records. Now I will show you how to perform export all operation by using this data loader tool on lead object records. How to export all the lead records available inside the object, including these 3 deleted records also, and how can we identify these deleted records. Now let me show you with practical. Now let's see. Let's go to the data loader tool. Click on export all button. Select the object name as lead. Now this time I'm using this lead object in order to export all the records from this object. I want to export the data from lead object, including deleted records also. Now specify that file path. Click on browse button. Now let's go to that folder. Inside the folder, I would like to specify the file name. I'm giving this a file name as lead underscore export r.csv. Place this a file name in double quotes. Now, so here I'm going to be creating the file with the name leads underscore export all. That means to indicate that very clearly, this file contains all the records available inside the object, including deleted records from the lead object. Now, click on save. Now the path has been selected over here. Click on next button. Select the fields data. What fields data you would like to export, we can select the fields information. Now I'm selecting annual revenue, city field, company field, country field, email field, fax field, first name, ID, industry, and here we have a field called as is deleted. Now I'm selecting this field. So that means because I would like to know which records are deleted one, which records are not deleted one. Now I would like to select last name field. I'm selecting lead source, mobile phone, phone number, rating field, state field, status, title, website. These are all other fields information I would like to fetch from my object. So we have selected few fields, okay, from the lead object whose data needs to be get exported along with the deleted records as well. Now let's see. Now click on finish button. Once you click on this finish button, now it will be exporting all the records. Now it is indicating the message we have chosen to perform export all the records, including deleted records also. You want me to go ahead or not? Yes. Click on yes button, it will be exporting. So now it is indicating that there were 23 successful extractions and 0 errors. That means there are 23 records are available inside this lead object which has been exported successfully here without any failures. There is no failures, all the records has been exported successfully here. Now click on OK. Now let me show you the file where exactly the records information has been placed. Go to your file right now. Now let's see. Here's the annual revenue column, city column, company name, country, email ID, fax number, first name, ID field, industry, is deleted, last name, lead source, mobile phone, phone field, rating field, state, status, title, website. These are all other fields are available inside my object. Now, so now out of this one, what fields are deleted one I would like to find out. So apply the filter for this particular Excel sheet columns. Here there is an option, filter option. Click on filter. Filter has been applied for each and every field. Now let's go to is the deleted field right now over here. It is indicating the value true. That means this record is a deleted record here. Now these are false. That means these are not deleted records. Let's see how can we do that. If you want to see only the non-deleted records, just you can go to that is deleted. Select the option false. Now, so now I don't want to represent the deleted records only. Sorry, I don't want to delete that deleted records. Only undeleted records I would like to show. Now click on OK button. See. These are the records which are not deleted one, which are currently present inside the object. What records are deleted one? Let's see. This time select the option true, not the false. See, there are 3 records are available which are deleted one. So we have Betta Boxer, Kristen Akin, David Monaco. So now these are the 3 fields. That means these are the way. These are the 3 records are available which are deleted one from the lead object, which are waiting inside the recycling bin. This is how we can able to collect the records from the object, including deleted records as well from the recycling bin. If you want to see all the records, just you can select this false. Click on OK. Now it is indicating this. All the records will be getting visible as it is. Now, this is the functionality of export all operation. Next one, delete operation.
Firoz, I have a question. Can I ask you now for this
Yes, sir.
export all?
Yes, sir.
For this, the Excel which we have downloaded, it is not organized. Is there any way that we can get like first name, last name, employee, I mean, the contact numbers and all in that Excel before we start exporting? Do we have any option to select in an organized way?
No, 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 no. We don't have
Okay.
that organized.
While
Yeah.
importing also, is this the way we import like the Excel, however it is downloaded now? Same thing, can we import like that?
Yes, you can do. You can do. You can do. I will show you
Okay.
during that import operation how to do that. We'll see.
Okay, all right.
But we
And
need to do
also,
that field mapping. Yeah, tell me.
uh-huh. Okay, okay. And also, there was an dialog box saying like 23 records are exported and 0 errors. Like that,
Hmm.
if we get any error, does it notify us where the error is occurred and
Yes,
why?
exactly, exactly. Yes, it will show
Okay,
that
okay.
information because this will
Oh,
be we can able to see because Salesforce will
mhm.
generate how many files over here? Two output files. Like we
Yes.
have success file, error file.
I
Error file
oh,
indicates what records has been failed along with failure reason also.
okay. Are there any
Okay.
chances that we can expect the errors also in future in real time?
Yes, definitely. Upon processing that, we'll be getting some errors also. Then whatever the records has been failed to process, those
Mhm.
records we can able to correct them and we can able to reprocess those records again.
Okay, okay. All right,
Okay.
all right. Thank you. Thank you.
Excuse me, Firoz, is there
Yes.
any chance we can get the archived records or only deleted records?
Only deleted records, not archived records.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Firoz.
Right. Next one, delete operation. What do you mean by this delete operation? Basically, delete operation is used to remove the records from your Salesforce object. In order to remove the records from the Salesforce object, we are using the help of delete operation. Then how many number of records we can delete? It's our choice. We can remove either one record, we can remove multiple records, also depends upon our application requirement. So whatever the records you are trying to remove depends upon the business needs, we can delete those records. But in this case, here you can raise a question to delete the record from the object. Do we need the complete record details to delete them, or just the record ID is enough? In order to remove the records from the object, just the record ID is enough. We don't want complete record details, only record ID is enough. Next. Next point is here you can raise a question. Upon removing the record from the object, will it remove the record permanently from the Salesforce object, or will that record will get existed in the recycle bin for next 15 days? Yes. Deleted records will be available inside the recycle bin for the next 15 days as it is. From there, if we really need that record as part of your organization, we can bring that record back to the actual object also. That flexibility is available here. Now, let's see how can we do this operation as well. By using delete operation, we can remove either one or more records from the Salesforce object. The deleted records will get existed inside the recycle bin for the next 15 days as it is. To remove the records from the object, we just need record ID. We just need record ID. Only the record ID is enough. Remaining details are not required. But just by using the record ID, we can delete the record from the Salesforce subject. We don't want any additional details. Now, so in this case here, whenever we are removing the records, once the deletion operation has been done, Salesforce will generate two output files. First one is success file, second one an error file. First one is success file, second one an error file. So you will be having this two output files upon performing delete operation. Once the delete operation has been done, then data loader will generate two output files. First one is success file, second one an error file. Both are .csv. Both are .csv. Both are CSV files only here. So now it will be generating two output files by default. Now let's see how can we remove the records from the Salesforce object. We'll see with the practical. Now I want to delete the records, so that we need some record IDs. For example, I want to remove some lead records, or for example, I would like to remove some hiring manager records, whatever you want. Let's see, for example, hiring manager object. In hiring manager object, we don't have any records, so the table is empty currently. Now, let me take one more object, like for example, branch object. In this branch object, we are having these records. Now I want to delete some records. So I want these record IDs. Now I want to delete this record, delete this record, delete this record. These are the three records I would like to delete. So I want those record ID. Just you can click on the record name. Inside the URL, here we can see the record ID. We'll be getting record ID here. I'm copying this. Next, Mumbai branch, copy the record ID. Vizag branch, copy the record ID. These are the three records I would like to remove from my Salesforce object. Then let me prepare an Excel sheet. Go to a blank document, prepare a column over here. ID column. Inside this ID column, place those record IDs. These are the three record IDs. So whatever the records you are trying to remove from the Salesforce object, collect those record IDs and we can place into that CSV file. Now, once it is done, save this file into your local system. I'm saving this file into my personal folder. Select the file type as comma delimited. Give the file name. I'm deleting branches delete.csv. I'm going to be deleting some branch object records. So that here I'm giving this file name as branches underscore delete.csv. Now we have placed this record IDs. Now let me do the operation. Once the file is ready, now we can do the operation here. Click on delete button. Select the object name as branch. Select the CSV file. that is branches delete. Click on next button. Now it is indicating that this CSV file contains 3 rows. Yes, the count is correct. Now it is doing the mapping. That means whatever the column that we have specified inside the CSV file, in that column, whatever the record IDs we have placed, it will collect those record IDs, it will compare with that Salesforce subject field. So based on these record IDs, it will get the records from the object, it will delete. So click on next button. Now select the target location, because once operations has been done, it will generate output files, right? Where you want me to place that output file. That should be placed inside my 404 batch folder. That means in our current batch folder, inside this data loader extracts, I would like to place this success file and the error file. Click on finish button. Now select this button here. That means it is indicating I have chosen to delete an existing records. Once you click on OK, it will show one more warning message also. So the number of records allowed in recycle bin is very limited, so which may cause some irreversible data loss. You want me to go ahead or not? Yes. Click on yes button, it will do the operation. It is giving the confirmation, okay, there were 3 successful deletes and the 0 errors. 3 records has been removed successfully without any failures. Now let's see. 2 files has been prepared over here. A success file and the error file. When you go to the file name, let me copy this of file name. File name will look like this. We are having success. After that, it is having a number. This number is indicating what? It is a date timestamp. This is a month number, date, year, hours, minutes, seconds, and the milliseconds. So based on the date timestamp, it will prepare the file by prefixing with success. If it is an error file, error that particular date timestamp. So now let's go to that file, open this success file, because all the operations are success, right? Now it is clearly indicating this. So what operations that we did? So now item deleted. That means records has been removed from the object successfully. This is how we are going to be removing the records from the object. Whatever the records you are trying to remove from the Salesforce object, just to collect those record IDs, place into the CSV file and pass that CSV file to the data loader tool as input. It will remove those records from the object in one shot. Now, like the similar passion, I want to perform and delete operation right now. And delete operation. What exactly it is, we'll see. Now, guys, just give me a minute. I will be back. I'm getting a call. See how can we perform undelete operation. Now let me show you.
Sorry, Firoz, sorry to interrupt you. I'm a
Yeah,
bit confused about the delete operation. Can you
huh,
please
tell
go
me.
bit up? I just wanted to see the content which you write.
Okay.
Here, what is the purpose of using this data loader to delete the operations when we have an option to delete in the Salesforce directly?
Now, by using the delete option in Salesforce directly, how many records you can delete at a time?
We have to
Only
select
one.
manually. Yeah.
We have to select open the record, go to the detail page, delete button. Then open the second record, delete. Third record, delete. Fourth record, delete. If you are
Oh,
deleting one by one, one by one, one by one, if the number of
mhm.
records are more, it will be a time consuming process, right?
Okay. All right. I got it
Hmm.
now. And also the I mean the record IDs which you deleted, those three, are
Hmm.
they stored in recycle bin in the Salesforce?
Yes, right. These
Okay.
will be available inside that.
Okay. Okay. All right. I was
Right.
bit confused about this. Thank you.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, the next one, undelete operation.
Excuse me, sir.
What do you
I
mean
have
by
a
this
question.
undelete operation? And how can we do this undelete operation? Now let's see practically. Suppose, for example, we have deleted some records from the object. Upon deleting those records, I have deleted some important records also by mistake. By mistake, I have deleted some important records also. Now, I would like to correct my mistake. I should not do that, but unfortunately it happened. So in that case, I would like to restore those records back. So whatever the records that I have deleted, I want to get those records back to the actual object. Then how can we get those records back to the actual object? We can now, let's see practically. Now, so now here in this case, let's see. Now let me show you how can we restore these records. Whenever if we want to restore the records from the object, then we are using the help of undelete operation. Undeleting in the sense restoring the deleted records back to the actual object. So whenever we are going to be restoring the records, you don't need the complete record details, just the record ID is enough. To restore the records back to the actual object, just the record ID is enough. So that we can use that record ID, we can get the record back to the actual object as well. So once the records has been restored back, then data loader will generate two output files. First one is success file, second one error file. Now let's see in this case. By using this operation, we can restore either one or more records back to the actual object. To restore the records, we just need record ID. Once the records has been restored, then Salesforce will generate two output files. First one is success file, which is a .csv. Second one, an error file, which is also .csv. Two files are available here, so which will be generating by Salesforce. Now let's see how can we do that. How to restore these records back? Let me show you. Now here currently just now we have deleted some records from the branch object. Let me go to my recycle bin. Let's go to recycle bin. See, these are the three records, okay, which I would like to restore it back. I want to restore this record back to the actual object. How can we restore? Now let's see. I'm having these three record IDs over here. Now I'm preparing an Excel sheet. I'm preparing an Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, I would like to place those record IDs. I'm giving the column name as ID. Here I would like to place those 3 record IDs. We don't need the complete record information, just these record IDs are enough. Let me save this file to my local system inside the folder. Select that file type as comma delimited and give the file name as branches undeleted.csv. Branches underscore undeleted.csv. Now, let me close this file. We have closed the file. Now let's go to the data loader tool. Click on undelete button. Select the object name from which you would like to restore. I would like to restore the branch object records. Select that input file where exactly the record IDs has been placed which needs to be get restored. I'm selecting that file, that is branches undelete. Click on next. Your CSV file contains 3 rows. Yes, the count is correct. There are 3 record IDs I have placed. Now it is comparing with the ID field of your object. Click on next button. So please generate the output files in this location. Click on finish. Now it will restore the records back. Click on yes button. The records will be getting restored back. So it is giving the confirmation. There are 3 successful undeletes and 0 errors. Click on OK. Now the records has been restored back. So previously in recycle bin, we have 6 records. Now refresh this table now. We have only 3 records. So when you go to the branches subject, those records has been restored back actually here. So this is how we can able to perform the export operation, export all, and the delete operation, and then undelete operation also. Next one we have insert operation, update, upsert, and hard delete. These 4 operations I'm going to be discussing in tomorrow's session so that we can complete the data loader topic and then we'll move forward to the next feature here, like as relationships. How can we map the relationships? We'll see from Monday onwards as usual. So tomorrow we are having the session as usual here. Tomorrow we'll continue with this data loader topic so that we can complete this part.
Sir, I have a
Sunday will
small
be the
question.
off and the Monday will be having continuation classes as usual.
Sir, I have a small question, sir.
Yes, tell me. Go ahead.
Last time, like when you were deleting, you fetched the record IDs from the address bar, and
Right.
while doing undelete, you were able to retrieve it from the Excel sheet. What
Right.
if I don't
Because
have, yeah, what if I don't have the record IDs, and if at all, if I have to do a bulk delete, right? So picking up the addresses, like picking up the numbers from the address bar is a tedious task, right? Is there a
right.
easy way? Is there an easy way to extract
Now, in that
IDs?
case here, if you want to extract that easy way means what? Export. Just you can go to the export operation. Based on certain conditions, we can export those record IDs into your Excel sheet. Just you can use that.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Got.
Right. Thank you all. Thanks for your time. Let's meet on tomorrow at same time.